Hello, ladies. How is everybody today? Happy Wednesday. So I am outside again. You'll hear the birds chirping and traffic possibly, and maybe even a dog bark. But I want to be outside when I can. Plus, the product I'm using today is meant to be used in with ventilation. So I have 10 of these new infusions. They're called colored stains. I don't know much about them. I figured we'd learn it together and or mess it up, whatever I end up doing, but I thought it would be fun. So I got 10 of them and I cut up, I don't even know how many of these, but this is a mixed media paper. And I thought I could start with this and then do a part two where I layer up on top of it. So, and then I'm going to cut the tops to be tags. Remember, if you send me an ATC card, then I will send you something, one of the creations I've made. So I have a bunch of envelopes. So we will just see what we end up with. But it worked out good that it was such a nice day outside. Let me show you these one at a time so that you know. So this is Infusions, Limoncello, Rusty Car, Violet Storms, Emerald Isle, Terracotta, the Sage, RU Charisse, Black Knight, Royal Blood, and Black Currant. So what I was excited to do here is you spray the, I've seen one lady do it. You spray your surface. So I don't have my jelly plate out this time. I thought I'd do it directly on the glass mat. I'm going to spray my surface. And she had, I think, poked a hole in the top of these, right? But I think what I'm going to do is just try to sprinkle them carefully. Is that, you think I can do it? So this stuff is very fine, and you're supposed to use it in a ventilated area so that you don't breathe it in. So I'm going to set the ones that I've used on the tray here, right there, so you can still see it. I have the limoncello down there. Now I'm going to put terracotta. So now we'll have a little, and I can feel the breeze going, so that's good. It's going to take anything from going straight up my nose into my lungs and take it on its way. So there's two there. I think that's blue. I think I'm going to go for the either the Emerald Isle or the Sage. I think I'm going to do the Sage. It's a little bit lighter. Little bit lighter. Okay, so this doesn't look very fabulous, does it? It's very enticing right now. We'll see what we end up with, ladies. We will see. So I got a couple of plans. So those are the three that we've used. Now I'm going to spray this again. Make sure that all of that is saturated if I can. Right, and then what I was thinking is I would put down a couple of stencils just over the top so that I could start out by getting some stencil marks on these. So let's see if that will work. We don't know until we try. There's that one. And that one. Now let's see what's happened. Well, not much. I don't have enough water on there. I have a lot of pigment though. There is a lot of pigment. So I think that I have learned now that I need to saturate this a bit more. I'll do the other side, and then we'll get to have a fresh look, but I'll use up another piece of paper. I'm always looking for new ways to do mixed media, new products. Ooh, now I kind of created mud, but it's a very earthy, beautiful mud, right? So I'll have to be a little bit careful about that next time. But see, this is the background, so I will be layering up from there. So I'm going to set that one there. Now on this side, there was more of that terracotta color, I think. Oh, goodness gracious. There we go. So we got a little bit of the print. I know, Mika, isn't it? I'm excited mainly because no matter what I do, it'll be fine because this is going to be a background, right? So whatever they dry up to be, I'll layer up from there. But It is definitely an interesting little situation. It'll be probably more fun with the brighter colors. Here's an envelope to match. And I'm going to grab some of this liquid and move it over here. Very earthy. That actually looks very botanical on the back here. You see that? And then there's the front. And I'm going to roll right there. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside. I'm going to try to mop up a little bit more of this. There is a lot here. So I think the best thing to do is for me to put this on a piece of paper like this and just let that liquid, and then fold the paper in half, and I'll show you what I end up with. So I just took a piece of you know, the kind of paper you get in the paper packs. Hi, Cindy. Oh, it's so nice to see you. I found this. I got the receipt here. It doesn't show the price, but it does show the company. Top Flight Stamps had them, and I bought 10 of them. They ranged, I think they were about $4 or $3.59 or something. But looky there. Look what we ended up here. Ooh, so cleaning off the stencil is going to give us some really fun stuff. So maybe I'll do that again. I'll set it down again. I probably sprayed too much. I probably did all kinds of things too much, but it's my first time with it, and I'm just excited. You know how that goes. Plus, I probably used, I thought the yellow would be brighter, I think, but you know what I'm saying? It just probably, with everything that I was using together, created mud, and that became all dark. But this is going to be awesome. Either collage paper, got a nice brown. At least if it's mud, it's a pretty, pretty mud, right? So I'm just going to keep doing this until I get these to where I feel like I need to bring a pair of tweezers or something here so that I can get things up off. There we go. So I'm going to set that down, and then I'm going to close it again. Yeah, if I get the right color that I like for something in particular, I could just do that all day. That's just, and they're still damp, so it's taking them a while to dry. I'm going to go ahead and get some, I'm going to put this one in, what am I going to do? I'm going to move this one over and then grab this that's laying there. I can see the liquid on the plate and the shape that it is. And so you'll see when I bring it up that it just smushed together. But still, we're talking mixed media, backgrounds, ways to create, you know, ways to combine colors. I did not mean to make mud so fast, though. I really didn't. That wasn't my plan, but my plans go awry often. So the next combination I choose will be brighter. Okay, so there's a cute little, right? And so now if I get this stencil up, yeah, I'm going to have to bring something out with me the next time because of the glass. I don't have to worry about that with the, I think I'm going to put another one of these down. See what happens. And then put this on top of it. So the infusions, they came in even more colors than I bought, tons of them. That's what I tend to invest in. If I'm going to invest in something, it's something I can get multiple colors, because I need to not be limited by the colors. Okay, so there's the back. And then there is the front. I'll set that over there. And then this is, I mean, it's, when it dries, it's a really pretty, I mean, it doesn't look so pretty on there, but there's the red flecks. And I better open that up so it doesn't seal. You see how when it got wet, it's going to try to seal. Okay, so my stencil over here is getting dry. And so I'm going to set that right there. And then I'm going to try to do this. Okay, so now that one's pretty much dry. Let's mop this up off of here and see what we can get, because boy, oh boy, I am learning as we go. But that's what I'm here for, ladies, so that you don't have to buy all this stuff and make a huge mess and then have any regrets, right? So that's our arrangement. So there's the rest of it up. This green, now see, I just ended up putting too many colors that were similar that was going to make a nice brown, but it is a beautiful, I might collage with it. See, because I'm starting to, and then what I can do is I spray this, right? And then find my paper towels. Just wipe this right back off. That's the whole point of having this really wonderful glass mat. And look at that. Boy, there is a lot of pigment there. I probably should research it a little bit more to see exactly. I know that it's water solvent because look what we just did. But other than that, see, I was really excited about the rusty car. But I think right now, let's see what the blue looks like. And let's go ahead. The lady did say you put down the water first, then you sprinkle the stuff. And she's doing it in much smaller little piles of it, but I'm trying to do larger amounts of stuff. So let's see if we just go directly from now to there, from then to now. See if I can say this right. And what happens, what we get. So this is what I do. If I don't understand how something works, I kind of backtrack and I go back to the basics. So it's got water and the pigment. Let's see what it looks like if I just bring that up. It looks like I'm going to have a mixture. The pigments have different colors in there. It's not just blue. You see how there's almost a black in there? So now I'm going to do what I did before because I don't know that this is what I want to work with right this second. I'm going to try to pull this up. And it's funny because I can feel the grit. I can feel the grit. All righty. You see that? So if you like the look, so this was the blue, which is royal blood, which I guess the blue and the brown together is what they consider. But I like the speckles in there. So let's keep going on, trucking on and see what we get. I got to do an envelope. And I'm just going to, since it has multiple colors in there, I'm just going to work with it. Okay. Different. That's not what I was expecting. I don't know what I really honestly was expecting because I hadn't worked with a product like this before. But I think what I'm going to do is show you how, although that seems very one-dimensional in a way, I can do other things. So look at the black in there. There's a lot of black in there. I needed a garbage can here. So I'm going to, what am I going to do? I think this yellow, it's not going to look great, but it's going to show us the contrast, and that's what I'm trying to do. Does that make sense? Sometimes I don't have to have it be the perfect match, but I just need contrast so that I can see how it will work out. So I'm going to do this one, lay it down, and see if I can get any marks through there. Nope. But watch this. Well, nothing I'm doing is doing the way I think it should. I guess it's because I'm using a product that I don't understand. All right. I did get some of the diamond shape in there, which is what I was looking for. I don't know. So now if I set that aside and let it dry, maybe if I put this on here, because I was thinking if I could create a shape, I'm curious about, I don't use this plate like this, so I'm not sure what it does either for the way that I do things on my jelly plate. So I did get some of that. But do you see how it looks? It doesn't look the way it does from a jelly plate, which is common sense because it's not a jelly plate and it's not going to work like that. But anywho, let's see if we can mess around with this. I'll bet you can add these two. Boy, that is just weird stuff. I'm wondering, can I put it in water in a spray bottle and have a spray, or if it needs to stay granulated like that? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Let's see what this does. Nothing. Okay. Told you, today is one of those days, ladies, that nothing's going to go the way I want it to, but I'll still make something fun, and I'll have fun doing it. So, okay, so I moved that around. I'm going to put this on a piece of paper over here, and then I'm going to bring over some envelopes and see what I can get with that fun pile of grit there. So basically, we're going to end up with a lot of grungy stuff. You know what? This is the kind of grunge that you make with like coffee grinds, right? Coffee grounds. Isn't that what it looks like? Isn't that just awesome? I'm going to do both sides. Do this side. Oh my goodness. That is crazy because that was the lemon, right? You see that? That was the lemon. And I just don't even know what to think about it. I mean, it's cool, but it's not what I thought it was going to be, which is what's been happening this whole, since I sat down, huh? But you know what? Surprises are good too. I don't usually waste so much product, but it's just so muddy. It just turns so muddy so fast that I'm just going to move on and see if I can get something. So let's try the black currant. Let's do the water first. So these, I don't know. I'm trying to decide if oh, no, that's pretty. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, that is pretty. But what do I do with it? What do I do with it? Do I try to get a little bit more and then maybe put a stencil over it? Probably not, but I'm going to do it anyway. Gonna do it anyway. Oh, that is decadent. That makes me want cherries. Oh, and it didn't come through the way I wanted it to. Okay, I need to not work with the stencils, I think. I think the stencils are not. Oh, wow, though. Can you see right here? Right there? Now watch this. That's got to work. Ooh, it did. Doesn't that look like it's cherry juice? Oh, oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm wondering, I need to research this more because I don't know. Is that grit supposed to stay there? Is that what the, I don't even know where to set this stencil. I'm trying to figure things out. I'm going to make this a bit bigger. I'm going to move it around. And then I'm going to do a 9 by 12 envelope with it and see what I get. Okay. Wish me luck, ladies. Wish me luck. I'm getting the edges and mopping them back up. Anything that any of the liquid that comes out of the edge and mopping it back up and putting it back in there. And here we go. Wow. That's intense. See how intense that is? Now, let's see if we can, what would go well with that? I don't know I'm not sure what this is actually supposed to be. So I wonder if the best thing to do would be try the aisle. No, we did the aisle. Let's do the sage and see if those two colors, I'll just try to get my edges. I'm not going to do a ton. It's really gritty. It's gritty and it's weird. And I kind of like it. I kind of hate it. Kind of don't know. Hi, Royal G. How are you, sweetie? Working with something new. They're called colored stains infusions. and they're powder, and you put them down. And then so far what I do is make a big old mess with them, and not necessarily a good mess, but we'll see. It's very rich, I will say that. You cannot do anything with this that's not very vibrant. Like there's no pale, look at that. There's no pale color. So this is like the grungiest of grunge that I've ever seen possibilities. So I'm going to set this one to dry. And let's see if I spray this. Yeah, I just happened to see, I don't even remember. I was, because I get down the rabbit hole all the time. And, oh, look at that. That's pretty. Let's see, though, if it actually looks good when it comes up. Oh, there's a little bit. Look at the pops of color now. Just different. That's just the thing, ladies, is it's just sometimes it's fun to just do something we haven't seen, every day, right? So now we're going to start getting into some really mixed up color because of the fact that the water is taking them and making them into a lovely brown. Oh, but look at those. Wow, 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 wow. I'll tell you. So I'm thinking the sage did that. The currant all was the red. See, some of these are multi. Some of them are multi. So which ones I want? Let's try. We haven't tried this one. So let me mock up what I've got here, because it's just easier if I start with a page that, or with a blank slate, right? I really am making more of a mess than I even usually do. And I'll tell you, ladies, I'm a mess maker. I am a mess maker. Okay. There's all of what's left on there. And like I said, I'm going to be using all of this in some way, shape, or form, probably in collage. I haven't got to the point where I collage a ton with my images, but I'm going to try. Mostly I collage at this point with magazine and book pages. So, okay, so we're going to try this Charisse. Are you Charisse? I don't know what that means, but we're going to find out. And I think that the other lady was doing more of like kissing, you've heard of I think it's Vicky Boutin that does the kissing. So now this is Black Knight. I haven't used that yet. I have used the currant. I've used the sage. Violent Storms I used, which was good, but it's just so dark. I haven't used the Rusty, but I don't want that on this. So let's do an envelope and see what we get. Do it before we change anything. So, oh, that is a beautiful color. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with these, because it's probably, I won't use these like this forever. I'm wondering if I can put them in a bottle with water. And so let's see if we can get the lemon. I normally mix, like, I can't believe, you know what, I haven't done Violet Storm. I did the Blue Blood. So let's try the Violet Storm with this Charisse and see what we get. Oops. Boy, oh boy, when that pours out, it pours out. Maybe I'll try dipping or kissing. Want to see me kiss? Have me kiss some paper down. So you just take it and you, oh, that violet is gorgeous. Oh my God. See, these colors are so vibrant. I just can't explain that there is no like pale tones to this. No pastels. And I don't know that I intentionally bought. That is gorgeous though. Isn't that cool? I need to have a little less. So what I'm going to do is, I got this sitting down here, ladies, is I'm going to grab a little bit of this and I'm going to go over it so that I smear it around a bit, just so that I'm going to do some more, but I wanted it to not have so much white space so much. So I moved it around a little bit. Let's do an envelope just to get some of the excess up, and we'll keep going. Oh, wow. Wow. Wow, wow. Now we're making soup, right? Is it just me, or is these colors a little bit more just like pow? And then mixed media on top of that, ladies. So let's get some of these out here. Let's see if I can get some good ones of this. Let's see. Let's spray this little. I don't know how many times I can get color out of it. Honestly, I could probably spray it all day with the way what I've been seeing happening. Oh, there was two there. There's that one. I'm going to leave that just the way it is. Just tap off some of that extra. And these ones will go with that envelope. I went to the post office. There weren't any new ATCs, so I'll go again next week and we'll see what we get. Ooh, yeah, this is my favorite so far, this color combination. And just kind of kissing it. Let's do this one. Isn't the way I want it right now, so I'm going to throw it on here and see what happens when I combine the two. Oh man, wowza, that's fun. I wish I could get the stencils to work a little better than they did. So let's see if we keep giving it moisture. Does it keep doing it? Maybe that's how we get our pastel, is to keep going until we get to where there's lighter and lighter amount of pigment on the. Oh, very pretty. Wow, I am definitely going to be putting some of these on Instagram today. Wonder though if I should. Let's see, that was with the black. No, that wasn't with the blackberry. Let's try. Let's. I haven't tried the rustic card, so I got to try it. And I haven't tried the black, but there's so much black in some of the others that I don't know if I need to try the black. I might try what that lady did. She like popped a hole in the top so you could shake them out. Trying to kind of spray it with the sprayer to make it move around. So I'm going to take this one that I had this on this side and go over to this side and do that. Oh, I bet now I think a green would look really good in there. So let's take and put a little bit of green, and we'll just see if we can blend these up the kissing way. Keep wanting to do a video that says, I learned to kiss from Vicki Boutin. It would just be funny. So that's a green. There we go. Okay, so see how rich and deep that is? Now let's do an envelope where we move it here, then we move it over here. Now I finish up right there. What do you think about that? I could probably do these all day. I'm telling you, once you start to figure out how to get the colors to release a little bit, it really is a lot more fun. Try to get some of that white space. There we go. See, and most of these I will do a part 2, and it will air while I'm on my vacation. So you guys will have something to look forward to, because I won't be doing a live that Wednesday. And I will mix media these. We'll have some fun. We're getting there. You know, I mean, you just got to look at this like you're not going to be able to control it very much, which is okay. It's not always about control. But, no, turning into mud. Turning it into mud. So I'm going to stop, and I'm going to take off everything. on the board. This piece of paper. I know the pink is really pretty. I mean, when you get in there and you can see like the lavender, the green, the orangey rust, it's awesome. I like it. I'll tell you, it's definitely not, you know, it's like everything else though. You have to learn how to layer and dissolve the material, I guess, you know. What I am curious about though is I was thinking, let's see, I'm at 30 minutes. Yeah, I got time. Thinking about breaking out the jelly plate, which I left in a mess last time. So I'll turn it over and use the other side. Okay, so there's that. Now, these will all be done at least for a minute. I might come back and mess with them on here if I think it would give us a different result, but I don't know. But mostly what I want to do is come up with something that I can layer on some of these. And just give us another layer of whatever you want to call it. All right. I think this one will be fun. This is from Walmart. It's a sink mat. See if I can do this right. There we go. Now I also have some circles, 3 different sizes of circles that we could put in. So do that. This one's not going to be as easy because of my nails. I might just skip it. It's not that much smaller than the other one I thought it was, but it wasn't. This one's going to be pretty easy though. And this is also giving my paint a chance to dry, right? Because you never know what else you may want to do to it. There we go. So I want to take some of the paint off. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Why I want to do that is because when I try to pull this up onto when I pull this up on top of my envelopes and tags, I don't want it to completely cover that background we just created, right? At least not completely. Some of them I won't mind so much, but we'll see. Now we're just going to put the clear gloss on there, which I'm going to get my magazine here for. And I'll be able to do several tags and at least a couple of envelopes. Okay, so there we go. There's what we've created. It's nothing more than just an ivory. But we're going to put it on top of these ones that don't really have anything, right? So we're going to set that down. I'm just picking ones that I'm not really excited about, that are just okay. And then go over that. I could also go over the back of some that I might, this one's good, but I'll try it. You never know. Let's see. This envelope, this one. Do this one. Okay, so let's see. I may not even like this one. I don't want to put it on too many. But so we've done the infusions, right? So we did some really weird kind of blending of the colors there. Then we're going to put a texture and a lighter color on top so that that's in the background, and then there's a texture on top. Kind of tones it down a little bit, brightens it up a little bit actually too. And then you see that, and then from there we can still continue to mix media. Remember, I've been doing this on mixed media paper. This one I think is one of my favorites. I like the dots. You see how those dark colors stand out behind all of that texture? And then let's see this one. There we go. Maybe. Here we go. Okay, so now I'm going to take some of the ones that we have done prints off of and clean off the board as much as it will let me. Put some more gel on there. Yeah, it's hard for me to stay away from my jelly plate, no matter what I'm doing. It's like, oh, let's incorporate the jelly plate. There we go. So we have some of that on top of the ink that we did. I'm wondering if even a pop of white might be what we could see if we like. We did the ivory. Let's do the white. Okay, lid. There we go. I can hear those birds chirping. They're so happy. Here in Oregon, it is a beautiful spring. Any day that it's not raining is a fabulous day. Okay, so I'm going to musk this up quite a bit because I don't want it to cover completely. I just want to add some white to these. So we'll use that. And this is one of my favorite things to use. Oh, I really hold it down and move it. So I really want it to move the paint. That's still too much coverage. So I'm going to take another piece of paper and pull some of it off. Not everywhere. All right, there we go. That'll work. Now, you see this one here? This one is gorgeous, just the way it is. But if I wanted, not water, I want gloss medium. If I wanted, I could add, and I don't even have to do it over the whole thing, to be honest. But let's say that I wanted, where it's really the darkest, to add some texture. Right, do you see that? And then I come over here and I want to add this texture. See that? So I'm not even going to cover the whole thing. I just want to add a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit to this side, I think. Just a little bit. See how it just picked up some of the white? Got to be careful. I don't want to overdo it because then I lose all the work I did underneath. Here's one that I could do right here. So that's on top of that really deep purple, which I really liked that one. Here's a there's just another layer. That's just all it is. And I teach in my group the 7-layer concept, which is if you can get up to 7 layers, you'll feel really good about what you created. Usually, tags and all that. That really added to it. And let's see, what else do we have over here? We have this really, really, really dark one, which I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. Let's do something with this one. Let's bring this gel back in and see if there's going to be much to work with. I also probably should go back over it, honestly, with the dots because it's starting to get a little bit losing its definition. Okay, so where's the prettiest part? I want to put the prettiest part where the less paint is so that I don't cover it up too much. So there we go. So we're layering for mixed media purposes. This one, we will put it, I keep thinking, let's see if I can put some, see if I can put some of that on there and then grab some gel and then put it down and see what I can get. So manipulate the surface for what you're looking for. There we go. You see the little squares? Just a little bit right there. See, that's the thing is I could sit here and do this over and over and over with different colors, lights and darks. I only have a certain amount of colors, but that one has a little yellow in it. So let's just see. Let's just see what would happen if we did this. So we have the layered of the infusions. We put some white on there, right? And then we are going to throw some pink on top of that. Or pink, I don't know where I got pink from. Yellow. And you see how much depth there is in there? You can now see multiple different layers. Hi, Unique Treasure. Misty, miss you. So this is the mixed media aspect of it. And I think I have a couple of tags left. That what I'd like to do is just get crazy here. Let's throw some sage on this and see what happens. We did it before and it was just okay, but I'm just curious. So we'll do the green and the yellow together. Wow, I don't even know if I want to touch that. It's doing something so pretty. Just leave it just like that. Look at that. I don't know where the blue came from. Crazy. Okay, so I'm going to leave that one like that. I'm going to try to move this around a bit. Let's see if I'm not careful, I'm going to turn it right into some sort of gray color that's not enticing. But I don't know. I like gray personally. Oh, look at the back even. Different. Definitely different. It's all in just what you're looking to make. You know, if you had a project, something like this would be perfect. If you had a project that you were working with grays and neutrophils, oh, I definitely got to do something with the cover of this. This is an envelope that, although it's awesome, I need to put something on top of that. And then I will let you ladies go. Let you get back to your day. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Wild Wednesdays are the best day of the week here on Melody Made, although Fridays are very fun too. Okay, so let's see if I can get anything up. Okay, so that'll work because I don't need it to not be there, not anything there. I just need it to not. So what I'm going to do this time is put the white down over here, right? And then I'm going to find this and I'm going to put this down. And I think I'm going to try to mute the white out just a bit, not so strong, but I'm going to come in and I'm going to do this. And it's not working as well as I would like. But they're there. Not what I was looking for, but they're there. And then put the other side over here. And I got that out of it. Which again, we're just creating layers. Layers over layers over layers. So let's do this. Let's see if I can press this into the white. This doesn't usually work that well either because it's so corroded. But sometimes. Okay, so, and then I could come over and grab the circle, right? And then put circles on here, just messy circles, not nice, pretty ones. Messing up the background. And what else? I thought I had more here. You know, I'm working outside, so I don't have everything that I own because, you know, that would be too much to bring outside. But here, I'm going to take this, put it in this white, and I'm just going to go around and tap it where I want to add a little something. And I got to do it in a little cluster, otherwise it just looks like a little blotch. All right, so I got to move it around a bit. But anyway, so this is what we've added to this one. And I can do more with it with different colors, but not the ones I have here. I just didn't bring the right colors up. You know, honestly, I didn't know what those infusions were going to look like. I really didn't think they were going to be so vibrant. It's just amazing to me how, I mean, if you want, seriously, if you want some pigmented, vibrant, bold colors, especially that you can control right away, you know, that you can have right away, you should look into that paper for those infusions. I think they're economical compared to any other type of thing of the same type, you know, like alcohol inks or whatnot. So I'm just cleaning off the board now. Ooh, we got some fun stuff. That is a nice background. It's a nice neutral. All that. Yellows and greens, pops of blues, a little bit of orange. Crazy. And there's still a little bit on here. Still a little bit. Let's see. Try to roll this off. I want to mess around. I want to mess around with the lavender. Oh, come on. It's time to buy a new one. So I'm going to put this color on here because just something came to me. Light lavender. And the violet sage or violet storm. So I'm going to put this on half like that, right? Then I'm going to put water down over here. And I'm going to put this, I'm going to try to variegate these two colors together. See what happens. Get our purple on. So then I'm going to, oh, that is so pretty. Where's my envelopes? Where's my envelopes? I have 2 tags left and a stack of envelopes. So I'm going to use this to pull up some of that purple. Look at that. I'm telling you, it's just rich. So incredibly rich. It's just kind of almost too rich in a way. I don't know. Maybe it's like adding water. But see that? There's just no calming that down, is there? Unless you layer up on it. Okay, so now I am going to do this so that I take the 2 of them and I'm going to grab another piece of paper. Or I might fall trying to reach for it, ladies. It could go either way. Oh, I better set them up here where I don't have to do that. My chair was about to fall over. There we go. So this is a purple infusions on one side, blended through the middle to a lavender acrylic paint. And we'll see what we get. And we won't throw a fit. Okay, here we go. See, now some of the yellow was back there. Oh, tore my paper. That's unusual. I guess it's because it got so wet. Let's go the other direction. Look at this. So some of the purple was behind, or some of the yellow was behind the purple, and then it just went. Look at all those granulated, and then the smears. Wow. That's intense. Just crazy stuff. And then it took off some of the liquid, got my paper so wet. So that would definitely be something you'd want to use more of a mixed media paper. And that's why I was trying you guys to use the mixed, or I grabbed the mixed media paper at the store today, so that when I was doing this, I could make my tags on mixed media so I could do whatever I want with them, right, as I go. So I'm going to load this up with envelopes. These will be just backgrounds that I could probably do other things with, and a tag. And then I probably should go, but it's so lovely out here that I hate to. And this will just grab up anything that was left on there, right? So a little bit of paint, a little bit of grit, a little bit of barbecue ashes from 7 years ago. You just never know what you're going to get off here. Never know. Okay, let's start with let's start with this one. Pretty, pale but pretty. That one's pale but pretty. These are all going to be. Ah, look what that one found. Thank you. Thank you, Misty. You're so sweet. Oh, that one's pretty. I wonder if I could get just a little bit more off these edges. Not pretty. I mean, not everything. That's the thing, is not everything needs to be so bold. So I was trying to find. Ooh, now that one I think is my favorite, but it only got part of the envelope. Let's see if I can throw a little bit more in there. And then I got to get out of here, ladies. I got things I got to do. Getting ready to go on my trip, take a vacation. And there we go. I got to pre-do some videos and pre-do some work. Wasn't feeling very good this morning, but I'm feeling a little bit better. There we go. Got a little bit. All righty. So here's, like, we can say we went from pale and simple to, oh my gosh, right? In your face with color. And it ranged that way a little bit, but mostly it was in your face color. So, and then we doubled up and put 2 layers. This one did 3, and you can see the texture in there. It's going to be fun. So you guys, anyone wants some of my work, send me an ATC card to my post office box, and you will receive an envelope and a tag. And let me show you how I do these tags. I cut them. I know. Thank you, Royal. It was tough. I really, this morning, if there would have been a way for me to cancel, I would have canceled, but I stuck it out. So this is my tag maker. So I cut these at 2.5 inches, and then I just cut the top off. And I'm going to do, I'm going to next week, or not next week, but the week that I'm gone, you'll see the video that's part 2, where I do mixed media on all of these. Okay, so we will layer up with modeling paste, and we'll layer up with texture paste and metallics and all kinds of things. Thank you, Misty. You know me so well. I'm not saying I deserve it. I'm saying I definitely, it's time though, huh? It's my husband and I's 21st wedding anniversary. So we are taking 7 days to be with each other. And I am so excited about it, because it's been a rough 1.5 years, as everyone knows. But with me, there was an added layer. And so I can say that it was even just more difficult than what it would have been on its own without the extras. So a little bit of time away will be good. So I am finding everything that I can show you. I love to show at the end all the fun things we made together. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, I put pictures out over there. Quite a few, I think 3 or 4 times a week now. I've been trying to be good about it. This one was a nice neutral. And I don't know, not everyone loves these, but I love these. These are the ones I strive to make because they go in my digitals the best. So I've been trying to utilize a paper pack that I didn't like the front of that much. So I've been using the back. And so that's been working out. Now, remember, what did we make? We made these where we were taking the stencils and folding it. It was soggy and we folded it. So that's a nice, almost a lattice work that I could do layering on an ATC card or a tag, right? So everything worked out really well. There's some things that I'm not sure I like about the product, but at the same time, I found a way to make it work. And that's what you just need to do. Find a way to make it work. Thank you, ladies. Have a great day. Hopefully see you Friday. Bye-bye.